Every time a new year rolls around, I feel like there's all this pressure to be instantly better. But before jumping in, I always think it helps to take a step back and look at what actually happened last year. What worked, what didn't. Have you ever sat down and done a real, honest review like that?
Totally. And honestly, sometimes it stings. Listing out my wins feels great, but noticing where I dropped the ball? That's humbling. Still, when I actually face up to those misses, I'm way more motivated to set meaningful goals rather than just repeating the same mistakes on autopilot.
I relate to that so much. It's almost like you need to know where you tripped before you can start running. For me, it's those little moments, missing a deadline, or forgetting something important that end up shaping my New Year's priorities.
Exactly. And I found that even small reflections, like jotting down a few lessons in a notebook, set the stage for a way more intentional start to the new year. It's less about guilt, more about learning.
That actually reminds me once you've looked back, figuring out what you want to achieve next is the big challenge. I used to just scribble down a huge wish list every January, but most of it never happened. These days, I try to focus on a few clear, realistic goals.
I know what you mean. I used to have these grand, vague resolutions like get in shape or save more money. The problem is, without specifics, it's hard to measure progress or even know where to start.
Yeah, breaking those big dreams into smaller, concrete steps makes a world of difference. Like, instead of read more, I'll aim for read one book a month. Suddenly, it feels doable, not overwhelming.
That approach totally changed things for me too. When there's a clear finish line, I can actually track how I'm doing, and if I have a rough month, it's easy to adjust, not just give up.
So, after setting those goals, the big hurdle is sticking with them. I mean, motivation is sky high on January 1st, but by February, it's a different story. For me, it comes down to building habits, tiny daily actions, not huge overnight changes.
That hits home. I used to think I needed to overhaul everything at once, but small routines actually stick. Like a 10-minute walk every day instead of promising myself hour-long gym sessions I'll never do.
It's almost like tricking your brain. If it feels too easy to skip, you're more likely to keep going, right? Plus, those little wins add up. Suddenly, you're looking back in March and realizing you're actually making progress.
Absolutely. And I love celebrating those tiny victories. Even tracking habits on a calendar or in an app gives me a sense of momentum. It's not about perfection, it's about showing up, even on off days.
Funny thing, I always start off super organized, but then real life happens. Plans change, unexpected stuff pops up. Staying flexible seems to be just as important as having a plan in the first place.
Honestly, that's the part I struggle with most. I used to get discouraged if I missed a goal, but now I try to view setbacks as part of the process. Adjusting plans isn't failing, it's adapting.
Right? I've learned to let go of the idea that everything has to go perfectly. Sometimes you need to pause, tweak your goals, or even set new ones if your priorities shift.
Exactly. And I think that mindset actually boosts long-term success. When you give yourself permission to change course, you're way less likely to burn out or just quit altogether.
After all that, I've realized the journey's way more fun and sustainable when I bring people in. Sharing goals with a friend or joining a group can make such a difference. Do you have anyone who helps keep you on track?
Oh, for sure. Even just texting a friend about progress, or having someone to check in with now and then, keeps me accountable. Plus, celebrating those little milestones together makes the wins feel even bigger.
I totally agree. Sometimes I'll treat myself to a fancy coffee or just acknowledge the effort. Those little celebrations keep me motivated to keep pushing, especially when things get tough.
Definitely, and honestly, success in the new year isn't just about huge achievements. It's about progress, growth, and enjoying the journey one step and celebration at a time.
Thank you for listening and learning with us today. Practice by writing one sentence in the comments. For example, this year, I want to improve my English speaking. Please like, share, and subscribe our channel to learn more videos like this. We'll see you in the next episode. Have a nice day.